Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin, and welcome back to yet another Coincider live stream. Before we go any further, just a quick mic check, if you don't mind. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, or if I need to adjust the audio for you. I will read the chat and adjust as needed. Let's see. Okay. So, one sec. Just waiting to hear back about the mic check, and then we shall get started on streaming on both YouTube and X, by the way. But first, quick mic check if you don't mind. Okie dokie. Thank you for the quick mic check. Remember, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 12 noon Eastern time. Really easy to remember, really consistent. If you like these streams, then you know when to join me next. And today is Wednesday. Thank you for the mic check, Venkat and TJU. Okay. For those watching the VOD afterwards, I will leave timestamps for you to jump around, but I highly encourage you to watch every segment because, yeah, we have some great stuff today. Is the camera gone, or can y'all see the camera? I still see myself here. Let me know in the chat. And we reached our goal of 100 likes on the stream last time, so thank you all so much. Yet again, 100 likes is the goal this time. If we can hit it, I may increase it in the future, but really hope you guys enjoy the stream and hope you can give me a like, whether you're watching right now live or the VOD afterwards. Audio, visual, okay. It must be you, BossTube. I don't know what you're talking about. BNB has been doing well. Like, it's crazy. They're at new all-time highs. Camera's fine, all good. Okay, so as always, we like to start out with a quick market pulse segment where we take a look at the broader markets and see what's going on. Let me just open up a few tabs and share my screen. Share screen, but gotta flip this like this. Okay, so we've dropped a bit, but we're climbing right now because there's actually news that the EU and the US reached a tariff deal. I think this is like breaking news, right? Let me just see. X.com. Right here. US EU close in on 15% tariff deal. So that's kind of what's been pumping a little bit in the past like 20 minutes or so. But I want to take a look at the broader context. So market overview, here we go. Fear and greed index still in greed right now, which is a little bit surprising. I know this can like lag a little bit. Altcoin season has pulled back slightly. Yeah, see, it's pulled back slightly because altcoins have been getting destroyed a little bit, at least in the past like day or two. ETF flows, ETH is still positive, but BTC's ETF flow was negative for like a day or two. And we'll take a look at more details there. One sec. Let me. Okay. Let's see. What else did I want to look at here? Fear and greed index, altcoin season index. We already looked at this. Oh yeah, the main segment of the day is I want to talk about why ETH 4K is so critical and why I've been shorting to try to like save the markets right now. Okay, that's the main segment of the day, but bear with me here. I'm going to do a quick market pulse so we're all on the same page. Let's see. One sec. Let's take a quick look at some interesting charts on TradingView. First of all, BTC dominance. It has pulled back, or it has like reversed quite a bit in the past day or so. Right? Like, yeah, the past 2 days. Look, it was like a pretty strong alt season with ETH leading the way, but BTC has been pulling back and reversing this dominance downtrend for the past 2 days. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see if this leads to new highs or if alt season will continue and this will go down. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about the Bitcoin ETF. Like if you see these two small red things on the right side, it's been a small outflow, not too bad, but after a while of consistent inflows, it's been a little bit of outflows. Not the end of the world, but something to keep an eye on, right? As these things change. Funding rates, nothing is too crazy right now. If everything on this right side was like heavy orange, that is like market really overheated. But right now, nothing too much of concern. And liquidation heat map. Wait, liquidation heat map. There's a lot of shorts to be liquidated at 120K, 121K, and higher. So for us, like, look, there's not that much longs left to be liquidated, but a lot of shorts. So for us, maybe we'll get another pump to over 120K because of these liquidations that it's trying to, like the market's trying to hunt. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, ETH has, yeah, we're going to look at this. Like I told you, the main segment of today is about ETH and how 4K is a critical level and why I'm shorting as tribute. But before we get there, we have a big, beautiful news segment. And I want to take a look at all the fake news going around about this. Is like not the most breaking news, but it's still kind of new. So if you didn't remember, people were sharing this all over X about like Jerome Powell resigning. He's like his resignation letter. But if you look closely, this is fake. It's like AI generated. It's not even spelled properly, the seal. So he did not resign. It was all like fake news. A bunch of people shared it. A bunch of huge accounts shared it. But then Scott Bessent, chat, let me know if you guys fell for that. If you guys really thought Jerome Powell's resignation letter was that. Let me know. I think a lot of people fell for it. BNB does have real world utility. It's for reducing your fees on the exchange and for BNB chain gas. And they also do a lot of buybacks based on revenue. So there's that. But anyhow, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that there's no rush to identify a successor to Jay Powell. And he said that today, if you notice, July 23rd. And then Benjamin Cohen writes, I think firing Powell will be a mistake. And I agree as well. Because I think Powell has done a good job given the circumstances, in my opinion. I mean, sure, if he cuts rates aggressively, that would make our coins rocket, but it'd also be a mistake for the broader economy and long-term health of the global markets. Check this out. President Trump is writing that Jerome Powell is refusing to lower interest rates, so housing is suffering, like pay a higher rate for mortgage rates, et cetera, housing. But here's the thing. Check this out. This guy was like, 100% of the Americans need affordable housing. Ben Cohen explains, the Fed does not control the long end of the yield curve. Last time the Fed cut rates, mortgage rates went up. Think critically for once. Grok, is this true? Grok, yes, it is true. The Fed directly controls short-term rates, but not the long end of the yield curve, which is market-driven. After the Fed's 2024 rate cuts, 30-year mortgage rates rose by nearly 1% due to inflation expectations and bond market dynamics. You see? Jerome Powell cutting short-term rates wouldn't necessarily help the housing market, folks. So I don't think he's been doing that bad of a job. I say keep rates as it is now. We're already getting all-time highs. We're already getting all-time highs in assets and stock markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, meme coins, NFTs. Everything's rocketing. Do we really need to cut rates right now? Let me know what you think, chat. Yeah, did not see that letter. I mean, people debunked it quite quickly. Powell has street cred. Okay, time for the main segment of the day. Why I am shorting and volunteering as tribute. Let me open up a bunch of different links. First of all, do you all remember dang, it's not even playing the GIF. I wanted to play the GIF. Anyhow, I volunteer as tribute. Remember when BTC was back around 60K and I was shorting like crazy? I was the sacrifice the market needed to go up further. And once again, I'm going to either print off my shorts or be the sacrifice that's needed to take us above the crucial level that is 4K ETH, that is critical for alt season to really, really come and critical for the markets to stay bullish. Okay? That's the reason why ETH 4K is so critical. And I am willing to I volunteer as tribute to save the markets. You guys better thank me if ETH goes above 4K convincingly and the market is saved. Because here, check this out. Ethereum USD chart has work to do. Still below the 2021 highs and needs 4K next to make a real stand. ETH has reached a very crucial level. For years, we have waited for a strong close above 4K. It could happen this time. But will there be a correction before that? Well, ETH has been showing some weakness lately. And this person thinks that a dip to 3.5, 3.4, followed by the next leg up is likely. We shall see. We shall see if we go that far or where we dip to. DeFi Ignas writes, ETH needs to pump above 4K and beyond to keep the hype alive, to make the non-believers believe again. And don't give time for degens to think. Ponzi treasury companies better push it up. So we are hoping that Tom Lee and Joseph Lubin with SBET, Sharpling Gaming, and BitMine can help us pump it up above 4K. Because once we see ETH above 4K is when the real alt season begins. So important, that line in the sand. This guy, Poseidon, writes, if you're sideline, buying ETH here is the worst thing you can do. You're literally buying at the only major resistance zone. Wait for a clean 4K reclaim before buying. Sure that it's going to 10K eventually, but the trade risk is much higher right now. And look at this. Like major resistance zone, right? Major resistance zone. That's why I am shorting right now to save the markets. They Grok answered that question. It's because the bond markets drives the long-term interest rates and not the Fed. The Fed only affects the short end of it. You should just ask AI. They will explain it clearly. Back to ETH. Now, this 4K ETH resistance is one of the craziest buildups I've ever witnessed in my 8 years staring at charts. We're going to get a crazy alt season when this breaks up. But look at how many times it's tapped 4K. Like ETH needs to break through here convincingly for us to party, right? That's why I'm shorting and saving the markets. I'm bullish ETH, but you should observe the key 4K level coming up. Look at how many times it's tapped, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm shorting. It's got to go above 4K convincingly to liquidate me, and then I will have saved the markets. You're welcome. Here's another thing that should scare you. My realist opinion. ETH remains an oscillator between 1.4K to 4K until the Fed ends QT, cuts rates, or starts mini QE. It's been the case for the past 8 years. CT is hyped, but 4K is the real test. If we ever see the 2021 liquidity situation again, 10K is bearish. But yeah, he thinks that ETH ranges without breaking 4K. So I'm going to be the sacrifice to break this oscillator. Ben Cohen, on the other hand, is a little bit more bullish. He says, since ETH went home, the next time it reaches 4K, there's a good chance it actually breaks through. So I hope he is right. I hope he is right. One way for the cycle to feel more complete is for ETH to rally to new highs sometime over the next half year. And some people were calling for how ETH has been really overbought lately, right? RSI on the daily is one of the highest readings of all time. Maybe a bit much euphoria out there, so be on guard. And this was a few days ago, so Shardy B is already looking quite prescient with their call. CryptoFlow also said ETH touched heavy resistance, is overbought, and needs to cool down before the next move up to new all-time high. And we're already starting to see that, right? Here's another one for you. ETH bid-ask ratio turns sharply negative as price hits recent liquidation levels, signaling a potential correction and cooling off period. And this was 1 day ago. So we've had like, let's just take a look at ETH. Trading View, ETH. Launch chart. Yeah, look, we've had definitely some pulling back, right? So it is cooling off before hopefully breaking through 4K convincingly, as I will with my shorts. Bro, I've said this so many times. I'm shorting ETH to save the markets so it can liquidate me and go above 4K convincingly. So, folks, kind of similar is I want to move on to the KOL call tracking segment and track a bunch of these calls related to ETH and BTC and so forth. So I've been tracking so many calls with you guys on stream. I'm at 77 calls now. Some of them already resolved to either right or wrong. But I want to share with you something that we have started to do. So if you go to retail DAO, basically all you need to do is tag retail DAO under any KOL post to track it. So for example, like here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I wasn't even like here. I said retail DAO, track this call, please. And this is a call that Arthur Hayes wrote that CryptoPunks will outperform ETH this cycle in terms of dollar terms because ETH bag holders will flex in NFTs. Okay, so let me track this. Arthur Hayes made a call on today, July 23rd. Okay, let's see. Arthur Hayes, July 23rd, 2025. CryptoPunks outperforms ETH this cycle. Let's see if he's right or wrong. Let's give it until, heck, I don't even know. Maybe just like end of next year. I don't know how long this cycle lasts, right? We can always pull it forward. ETH. Okay, let's see. What else? Right here. Here's another one I tagged. By the way, you guys can do this too. Tag Retail DAO at Retail DAO. Track this, and we will track it. We will add it to this list. Arthur Hayes targets Bitcoin to 250K and ETH 10K by year end. This is crazy, and I'm thinking he's going to be wrong about this. I'm actually pretty confident he's going to be wrong about this. Let's see. Another Arthur Hayes. And what date is this? July 22nd. BTC to 250K, ETH to 10K. Okay. Let me add, same thing. I'll give them plenty of time for this. Oh, by year end, actually, is this year. ETH and then BTC as well. Okay, let's see. What else, by the way? Arthur Hayes is the former CEO of BitMEX, and he's just a thought leader, a think leader. Yeah, but GCR has been wrong, like, and he's kind of like disappeared though. I think he's washed a little bit. Okay, let's see what else is I tagged. What else did I tag? Oh, right here. Crypto Bullet, ETH cycle top target, 8K to 10K, July 22nd. Crypto Bullet, July 22nd, 2025, ETH cycle top, 8K, 8 to 10K. Let me get this. Okay, TBD. A lot of ETH calls. I told y'all a lot of ETH calls for me to add. Let's see what else. What else? Oh, here's a good one by our favorite penguin. Let me. Dang, this is a long call though. This is a long call. This may take a while for this too. Level 941 penguin. 941 penguin. What is this call though? BTC to 192K, then to bear market bottom of 67K, and then to next cycle top of 333K. Okay, this is such a crazy call. I don't think we'll even like track this because this is in the next 2028. That's a long call. Oh my goodness. But I guess we can call that in terms of if it even reaches the 192K, right? If it doesn't do that, then this is going to be wrong. Or if it's not even close, then this is going to be wrong. No. He just means the time period for this call. BTC to 192 and then drop to 67 and then high of 333K, 333. That means that he expects this to happen from 2024 to 2028. So that's his call. Let's see. What else? Oh, right here's a good one by Kook. Pengu will flip Pepe. Okay. Bet. 722, 2025. Pengu flips Pepe. 12. Well, let's give it until 2026. Pengu Pepe. Okay. I like this one. Okay, let's see. What about this? Here's a good one. Mags, the scalping pro. Let me take a screenshot. 722, 2025. BTC to, oh my goodness, this is over 200K. And then back down to like 90K. In mid 2026. Let's just do, yeah, okay. BTC. A lot of calls. We're gonna build a here's an interesting one. This guy thinks that Link BTC is about to explode and send. I'm not even gonna add this. His name isn't even easy to add. Oh, I like this. Crypto Wolf. Crypto Wolf. ETH chart to mimic Tesla chart in the next few months. Okay, I like that. What date is this? July 22nd, 2025. ETH chart to mimic Tesla chart. Dang, how do I clear formatting? Okay. 12/31/2025. ETH. Oh, that's because of this. Whoops. ETH chart to mimic Tesla chart. Okay. Maybe one more, folks. Maybe one more. By the way, check out my call. This guy is like, does this look anywhere near a top? And he uses some like proprietary secret indicator that only he knows. And he's suggesting that there's still 400 plus days of bull market until peak. Does this look close to the top? And I write, honestly, yes, this is going to age horribly. Bet against this tech dev. I don't even know who the hell that is. Purely, he sees correlation purely in charts and like fractals and things like that. Anyhow, folks, remember, all you got to do for the KOL call tracker is tag retail DAO, track this please. Any call you see on X, any call, just tag it, tag retail DAO, track this, and we will track it. We will add it to this sheet, and we will keep you updated on X and on these streams as to when they're right or wrong, and who is a LARP and who's actually decent at reading the markets and analyzing the markets. By the way, real quick, folks, last time we were able to reach 100 likes on the stream. Would greatly appreciate it if you can give it a like, either now or if you're watching the VOD afterwards. Now, I want to move on to the next segment. A change. Whoops. Stop screen sharing. Change my mind segment. Now, this is going to be fun. Change my mind segment of this time will be most top indicators will be unreliable this cycle. Change my mind, chat. Let me know what you think, because check this out. Actually, it was on CoinMarketCap too. Let's see. Right here, for example, market cycle top indicators, pi cycle top indicator, Powell multiple, Bitcoin rainbow chart, MVRVZ score, bubble index, our HODL ratio. None of them have triggered. I am willing to bet that the majority of them won't trigger when the actual top is in. Chat, let me know what you think. Are you going to rely? Are you going to put all your eggs in one basket and rely on these indicators? It's not only here, it's also like CB, Colin Talks Crypto. You guys know him, right? He also has a top indicator and whatnot, and all metrics. Well, it's kind of close. CBBI confidence, it's 83% that we're near the top, but I bet they're not going to call it until it's above 90 or so. So this may be a little bit more interesting, but a lot of the other top indicators, I don't think they're even going to come close to hitting, and they're going to be wholly unreliable. So chat, let me know what you think about this. My change my mind is most top indicators will be unreliable this cycle, and that you are going to get wrecked if you put all your eggs in one basket and don't sell until they hit. So you should sell even if they aren't hitting yet. That is my whole point here. What top indicators do I have in mind? That is a great question. I think it's more so just a sense of the euphoria in the markets and the recklessness and stuff. It's more of a gut feeling. It's more of an art than a science, in my honest opinion. It's like, are we screenshotting stuff? Are we looking to buy apartments or houses or yachts, right? Or are we like getting way too greedy? It's things like that. I think Coinbase app or Phantom app, Moonshot app, maybe those will go in the top 10. I don't think they're gonna get to the top number 1 for this cycle. And when the corporation's treasury, when they really start to FOMO and stuff, go crazy there, I think that's also going to be a reliable indicator. Sentiment analysis, yes, sentiment, irrational exuberance, exactly, folks, exactly. Rational exuberance, sentiment. It's an art. It's not a science. You can't look at these numbers and be like, oh, just because they happened before, it's going to happen in the future, so I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. That's going to get you wrecked. I guarantee you most of these indicators will be unreliable this cycle. Exactly. They have latency. A lot of them are lagging indicators too. Not a lot, maybe some of them. Exactly. Better to sell early than sell late. And that's what I want to do in this stream and in Retail DAO, by the way. Help each other stay grounded and sell instead of hodl till the end of time. Stablecoin dominance reaching support levels. Yeah. That's not a bad indicator too. So that was my change my mind. And by the way, folks, I've mentioned Retail DAO a lot, but you guys to join it, it's a one of the most quality communities of retail investors I've ever been a part of. I am an early contributor, and it is token gated, but you can see the website. Just if you're watching on the computer, right here, scan it. It will bring you to the website. Check out what it is, why you should join, and things like that right here. Let me just pull it up as well. Let me just share screen. Like what it is, all the benefits, what you get out of it, how to join, how many tokens you should buy, depending on what you want, what tier. Follow us, testimonials, if you have any questions. This answers all your questions. Such a beautiful site. And it really doesn't cost that much. Whoops, it really doesn't cost that much to join right now as a basic tier member. But I think you should consider joining as a pro or VIP tier because that gets extra benefits as well. Look at it. Ooh, maybe I should. Yeah, James Wynn is great for counter trading. He's really bad at trading. That sounds like a good idea for a video. Yeah, look at these indicators together. Maybe we should do a video on what all indicators we should actually care about. That's actually quite funny. But also, guys, should I make videos like Murad for Retail DAO? Murad, guys, check this out. SPX 6900. This is Murad's coin, and he shielded to a $2 billion market cap, which is insane. First of all, how many of you guys would give up after the price dropped from here to here? Be honest. Be honest. I know you guys are paper-handed and would sell there. But if you believe in something and are a true believer in the movement and the cause, you would have held up to new all-time highs and made crazy money. Don't be like these guys who give up. Believe in something, right? And Murad has been carrying the weight of this. Must stop Murad. He's been making videos for SPX. Should I make these videos for Retail DAO? Let me show you some Oh, right.
At once. This slowly, then all at once. This is how the biggest moves happen in crypto. People make life-changing money almost overnight, but only those people that have been preparing for months in advance. People that have been holding the right asset, DCAing into the right asset consistently, and showing up every day for months. The crazy moves of this cycle haven't even begun yet. Position yourselves accordingly.
Should I make these videos for retail DAO? Murad he's carried them to 2 billion market caps. Let's see, media. Here's another one.
In 2021, Doge added over $52 billion in just 1 week. Something like this will happen again. People have forgotten just how crazy real crypto bull markets can get. The smartest play of this cycle is trying to figure out what the next Doge is. I will tell you straight up, the next Doge is SPX 6900. In 2021,
what do y'all think? Let's watch one more.
this is how you identify the best meme coins. The coins that provide their holders with something more than just financial gains. These are the coins that will create the biggest financial gains. You should be in coins that make people feel like they are a part of something bigger than themselves. The coin must make people feel inspired, united, and pure. That is the kind of coin that is going to win.
You know, I'm not too big a fan of meme coins, but I actually agree with that. Like, you got to believe in something. The coin got to make you feel, right? Nah, I like his TikToks, dude. He's carried their way. He's carried them and made them diamond hand to 2 billion so far, which is so impressive, right? Anyhow, folks, this was really fun. I had a great time. These Murad's videos are quite something. I am going to save the markets. I'm saving the markets by shorting ETH, going to make sure it rockets above 4,000, that critical level that we talked about earlier today. But for now, have a great rest of your day. I will see y'all on Friday, 12 noon Eastern time. And don't forget to give us a quick like as well. Our goal is 100 likes on the stream, both now and when you watch in the VOD. Thank you guys, and cheers.